Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new Fire Corrupted monster, Flameara. This is our very first bounty hunt monster. Sorry about that. I love the monster design. I think it's one of the coolest looking monster design. I don't want to talk about the bounty hunt and what it is now. And look, SocialPoint even made its own special animation. Very cool. Yeah, so we're just going to focus on this monster, whether it's good or not good, its usability in the meta, regardless of how difficult it is to get this monster, at least at the time recording this video. So with that being said, Flameara was born from the devastated core of the Cardinal Forest with the sole mission of cleansing the aura of desolation that the corruption explosion left there. She's arrived as a spirit of rebirth who will burn away all the pain and suffering. Who knows, maybe she'll cause all the pain and suffering. So this monster, very cool looking design as I already mentioned. We're going to jump straight into the stats. Her power stat is nothing amazing, 8008. This is tied with that of Marley. It is the third weakest stat in the Corrupted era. The life stat, 86860. This is the second lowest life stat of the Corrupted monsters, tied with that of Lady Meow, Darker, Marley, Goribuki, Master Rat, and Faye. And this is only higher than Spectra. And as for our speed stat of 6336, this is tied with that of Lady Meow, Darker, Ferrata, Sensei Panikin, Master Rat, and Faye. And this is, I would say it's an average speed stat, so nothing too amazing. I mean, this does appear to be like the Denier stat. Once again, I mentioned Sensei Panikin. Actually, you know, now that I think of it, Neuro, Funk, and Cat, they have a slightly faster speed stat. So in terms of Denier, she's actually like second tier in terms of speed stat. Because even Leaflin, I think Leaflin does what? Total Blind, and that's a faster monster. Alright, so yeah, there we go as far as stats. Nothing too standout amazing. In terms of the trait, you have Hardened, which is always nice, an umbrella trait. Immune to Blind, so you can't get hit with Blind, Total Blind. And at rank 3, you're immune to Torture, which is a really nice status effect to have, right? You can't get hit with any dots. Even like a Burning Hands wouldn't land against you. So overall, nothing spectacular about the trait. It's good, but nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular. It's good. It's okay. We'll say it's okay. Nothing spectacular. Stats-wise, nothing really spectacular. In terms of the ultimate, Infernal Dive deals heavy fire damage to enemies, activates all cooldowns on enemies, and Mega Stun. This is a fantastic ultimate. If the enemies are not immune to stun, they are going to get stunned for 2 turns, they're going to get hit with Ignite for 2 turns, and even if they are immune to stun, they're going to get hit with CDA. So that is really cool. Ultimate is amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at her skill set. So Red Princess deals moderate fire damage to one enemy and applies Daze. A spammable Daze skill, which by the way, Daze will reduce power and accuracy by 25%. We have Longevity Bird, which deals low fire damage to all enemies and ignites. I like this because it is a spammable ignite skill. Pretty cool. We have Life Enchantment, which removes all tortures from itself and heals by 20%. So this requires no stamina, no cooldown. If you're ever in a situation where you're close to dying, you could always heal. And if you had any dots on you, you could cleanse them away, including like a Burning Hands. Let's see what else we have. Fiery Wings deals low fire damage to enemies, applies Daze, so you have an AoE Daze to reduce everyone's accuracy and damage up by 25%. We have Fire of Eternity, I love the name, deals moderate fire damage to enemies, activates all cooldowns. So here we have our very first AoE CDA Denier. Very cool. So, you know, it kind of goes back to the time of Tabora getting rid of positive effects, and then a Kodama would follow suit and activate CDAs. Flameara can be that monster now. And because any single monster now can hold Dispelling Fist, right? Any corrupted monster with the talent can hold Dispelling Fist. Any monster can go first and serve as your like Tabora to remove positive effects from the enemy, and then you're free to go. And here's the thing, even if there's 2 enemy Megaton monsters on the field, if you have a monster with an extra turn skill, with Dispelling Fist, you can get rid of Megaton and get rid of Megaton, and then Flameara can go ahead and AoE deny everyone with CDA. So just some thought right there that you guys can utilize. Magic Rebirth applies torch immunity to itself, heals by 50%. So it's like an upgraded version of Life, except this one does have a hefty 48 stamina cost and a 3 turn cooldown. It will also apply immune to torture. Yeah, whereas this one only removes the torture. We have Eternal Embers, deals moderate fire damage to one enemy, activates all cooldown on one enemy, so this is pretty good if you need a single target, especially if there's like a dodge area monster on the field. You can single target that and just CDA them. Blazing Charge deals moderate fire damage, applies stun and ignite. I like this. So aside from relying on CDA, you also have a single stun skill. So if I was to run this monster, I would give this monster the AoE CDA, the single CDA, but of course, the single stun skill, that's not Red Princess, Blazing Charge, and for that last and final skill, let's see, you have a self skill, low fire damage ignite. I really like this, because this is single ignite. When thinking about a skill set for a monster, you got to think about like what is the thing you're going to do on turn 1. And most likely on turn 1, you're probably going to start off with CDA. what's the most likely thing you're going to do on turn 2? You're probably going to do a single CDA if you know someone has a 1 turn cooldown and they're a threat, or you're going to single stun, right? That's probably what you're going to do on turn 2. So on turn 3, you got to ask yourself, is it really to my benefit to run another AoE skill, like an AoE Ignite? I would say probably not, right? So I would say you could probably do away with running this skill. Same with Fiery Wings. Red Princess, my recommendation would be Red Princess, just because by the 3rd time you're using this monster, if the game lasts for this monster to get a 3rd turn in, you probably just need a single target daze. You probably don't need an AoE daze unless you're running a specific talent that helps you out to run another AoE, right? Like if you happen to run this monster with Unrelenting Assault, then yeah, you run all the dots. So you can AoE Ignite, AoE daze, and do all that stuff. But I think for the most part you don't need to. You could also, of course, run one of the sub-skills, either Life or Magic Rebirth, especially since this one heals by 50%. Totally up to you. Every single player is going to do a different kind of style. Yeah, but I think I like this skill set here. Because also on turn 1, you might just do single CDA or single stun, and then on the next turn, do the other, like the CDA if you didn't do it on turn 1, or the stun if you didn't do it on turn 1, or you might AoE. So yeah, I prefer a single skill. Most of the time I like at most two AoEs, unless it's a specific monster that requires a lot of AoEs. So that's the skill set we're going to go with. In terms of relics, very nice. This monster can hold the Revival Essence. So if this monster was to die, could always come back to life. This monster could also hold the Amulet. So different things you can do with the Amulet. Tiny's Amulet is probably one of the most popular right now because you actually recover stamina if you were to get hit. We also have access to Charizard's Amulet. Keep in mind this is the one that drains enemy stamina once you deal damage, and you do have AoE skills. For example, you can do the AoE CDA and remove stamina from the enemy. Although I will say that's probably not the best choice, considering when enemies are hit with CDA, they're going to recharge. So I would say go with Tiny's Amulet. That way you're never in a situation where you have to waste a turn recharging. In terms of the talents, there's honestly a lot of different ways you can go about it. Soul Drag is a possible talent you can run on this monster. Because she has Revival Essence, if the enemy is to kill your monster, your Soul Drag can kick in, potentially kill the enemy monster, and then you would resurrect anyhow. You could, of course, run Dispelling Fist on this monster, although I don't think I would recommend that. I think this really is the monster that you want to go after your other monster that has Dispelling Fist. That way you can go ahead and deny everyone. Sin Eater is actually a pretty powerful talent on this monster because you're a denier monster, right? You can stun and CDA. So let's say you got hit with a dot and you got denied. Hey, Sin Eater will cleanse that, and then you'll get a turn in, and then you'll be able to deny the enemy. And of course, Burning Hands. This is, honestly, Burning Hands for the free-to-play community is one of the best talents you can put on pretty much any monster, because you can't clear Burning Hands with a regular removes negative effects. It has to be something that removes torture. And then Burning Hands applies burn to the enemy. And so a percentage damage, it doesn't matter if the enemy is level 100 or level 150, percentage damage is the same. 15% is 15% across the enemy levels. So Burning Hands is super useful, especially when this monster can also do an AoE Ignite. So if you're running the Ignite skill, imagine just with one attack, you do Burning Hands, or with Burning Hands, you'll do Burn and Ignite in the same time. And of course, if you are not running the Tiny's Amulet, or you don't have Tiny's Amulet, Unholy Vigor is a really good talent you can use, so you can recover stamina. That way you can always do something on the turn. So again, it's ultimately going to depend on what you have access to, what you don't have access to, the kind of opponents you're facing. So for the talent, it really just depends on what you're going to be utilizing, how you're going to be using the monster. So actually, because my monster is only rank 3, I'm actually going to run Burning Hands, and I am going to swap out Princess for the Ignite skill, so I have an AoE Ignite, and that way we can utilize DOT to try to win the game. So, in terms of how do you run this monster, again, it really depends how you want to utilize this monster. I think this is one of those monsters you can actually go 3 team speed if you want to use her for the Burning Hands and Ignite and CDA and just have her go last, deny, apply dots. I think you can also use this monster with 3 speed to go second in the turn order after you remove the enemy Megataunt or whatever is blocking you from denying everyone. So, we'll try the 3 speed route first, and it depends what other corrupted monster you have. Like, I'm going to use Master Rat to get rid of Megataunt, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully that works out, and I can still try to win with dots. So I'm going to do 3 speed, but again, you can do team speed, you can do a combination of speed and team speed. It really just depends on what allies you have to synergize with this monster. Alright, so this is the first team I'm going to utilize, and check this out. On my Ollie, I'm actually running Mudbath, which is AoE Quicksand. So again, we're trying to win with dots. I have the Burning Hands, I have my AoE Ignite skill, so I think we're all set. I have Dispelling Fist on my Master Rat. He doesn't really need it, considering he does have a single target skill that can remove positive effects, but nonetheless, we're going to run it just to be safe, and let's go. I am allowed to play PvP, however, I'm not allowed to win the battles because that would be totally unfair to one with the monster that was given to me for the sole purpose of an exclusive first look. Alright, unique team, we're seeing Cat for the first time, so let's see what she does. Alright, 20k speed, 22, this is perfect, unless Cat turns the team into a baby and I'm not able to deny. So first thing we're going to do is Rat and Snake, but just to showcase, like, assuming I didn't have Rat and Snake, the fact that I can just do Snake Heads, and still remove MT with Dispelling Fist. Just goes to show you that you can literally use any monster. Ah, she did turn him into a baby. Look at that, countering me. For everyone that thought the Team Baby skill didn't help, there it is, it's helping. So we're just going to have to recharge. Man, she's pretty big. Now that I noticed her, compared to everyone, even like Ollie's my Megaton monster, and he's not even as big as Flameara. So we're just going to recharge. We're just going to do Agile, Precision to our allies. Sure, why not? Alright, cool. So, because these monsters, you are an adult, you're a baby, this is an example where I could do one of my single target skills, or I can just go for the AoE. I think I'm going to do the AoE CDA, right? I'm scared of what they can do, so let's shut them down. There we go. Burning Hands kicked in, by the way, so Cat now has the Burning. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do Short and Swift. I don't need to. Rat and Snake. Do I need to apply Vulnerable to a win? Get rid of that Immune to Torture. Alright. Oh, yeah. You have the Taunt trait. There we go. Recharge on your end. And then Spoiled Seed. Alright, going back to me, I can do my AoE Ignite skill, which will apply Burning thanks to Burning Hands. There we go. So Burning and Ignite to the enemy. And then look, I can go in with the Quicksand. And Cat is pretty much dead with all those dots, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think the life regen is enough. Oh no, the life regen did help. And then I can single target, let's see, Colonel Pip. I can do the Sun Ignite, attack Colonel Pip, and yeah, Soul Dragged. Ooh. And the cool thing about this monster is, if this monster dies, you have revival essence once again. So even if you die, you come back from the dead, right? She's a literal phoenix. So, yeah, that's how she works. I might think, I'm trying to think if I have someone other than Master Rat to utilize, but I think it's fine for now. Alright, we will do, let's see, Agile. We'll start off with Snakeheads just to remove MT. And here we'll do CDA to shut down the whole enemy team. Right, let's do Fire, Eternity. Boom, CDA across the board. Burning Hands because it's a rank 3 monster. And I will show this monster also with Unrelenting Assault just for those of you that have UA. Alright, there's that. Alright, recharging. Here we're going with the Quicksand. Boom, so now they have Burning and Quicksand. And then we'll go ahead and do this skill. And then we'll do the AoE Ignite. And of course, Colonel Pip is immune to that, so it's not affecting him. But yeah, you guys kind of get the idea of how it would go. Cryo is as good as dead with dots. And then I would go and I can just attack, got my ult, but not going to use it because I would kill Colonel Pip. So yeah, pretty cool monster. Again, the fact that it is a CDA, it's our very first corrupted AoE CDA, that makes her good, right? That makes her pretty powerful. Oh look, Spec. Let's see if we can take on Spec. Oh, look at this. Double Megaton. Keep in mind, if I said, if I only had a monster, I wish I would have swapped it out. If I had someone that had an extra turn skill, whether it was like a Wing Su, I would have been able, running Dispelling Fist, I would have been able to get rid of both Megatons. Unfortunately, that is not the case. So we're going to Snakeheads. Boom. Alright, getting rid of that. We're going to do, in this case, since I'm only going to single target, I might as well go for the Stun or for the CDA. Let's go with the Stun because I can do Ignite and Burning at the same time. Alright, there we go. Alright, Falling Fire. Ouch, UA kicks in. But look, I die, I'll come back to life. But she's probably going to kill me again. Alright, this would have actually been a good showcase had I ran someone other than Master Rat. Because, like I said, if you have any corrupted monster with an extra turn skill, running Dispelling Fist, hey, there you go. There you go. Or even if you had UA and it could have triggered, I could have removed MT twice. Let me see. I don't know if I have someone else, so I will check and I'll come right back. Okay, check this out. I'm going to use this monster with Wing Su. You would never think of Wing Su as a monster that holds 3 speed runes, but just because of the way the game is, just because of talents, it honestly doesn't matter if a monster was meant to be an attacker or something else. You can re-rune, you can just equip the talent that makes him useful, and then you can go from there. So, in this case, since there's only one Megaton monster, it makes the most sense just to do a single attack. Dispelling Fist will kick in, and bye-bye MT, and then Flameara can go and deny everyone. So, oh, I happen to have fire-based attacks. Take that. Now, but yeah, we're just going to do the CDA. Bam, there we go. Burning Hands kicks in, but they're immune to Torture right now. Strike the Sun. Okay, that's a 0 cooldown skill. I would love to apply my dot, but I can't, so I think I'm just going to go for Denial. Stomp the Mouse. Let's see if we can deny. Oh, did you have immune to... Oh, immune to Control. I didn't see it. I should have attacked Hardy. Check this out. AoE. Bam. And Fist kicks in. So, look at that. Even though I'm not a removal, I'm not a cleanser, I'm still able to cleanse. Alright, we're going to go in with the Ignite, and then Burning Hands will also apply the Burning. Ooh, even Hardy is in danger now. We're going to recharge. Alright, Hardy, you get one. I can do an ET skill, and then Hardy's going to die. Alright, we're going to recharge. Chuckle's as good as dead. Jungle Rumbling. Alright, Chuckle is dead, as I mentioned. I can go for the Denial. We'll do the CDA. Bam. Like I said, I can do an ET skill. Hardy will trigger into the patient and die. So look at that. Using Wing Su, once again, who is supposed to be an attacker, as a 3-speed holder with Dispelling Fist, just to let Flameara go next in the turn order and deny. It's very interesting how you can utilize monsters now. And with this team specifically, I have an AoE Drowned, I have an AoE Quicksand, and then I have the Burning Hands plus the Ignite from her own skill. 3-inch Burning Hands kicks in, Hideous Look, alright. Once again, using my monster just to get rid of MT. Applies Drown to one enemy, bye-bye MT. I could have also done, what I should have actually done to showcase better was extra turn to get rid of MT and then AoE Drowned. Here we're going to go into the cooldown. Oh look, this my monster has Mega Possession, Nightmares. Okay, you're going to see Sin Eater kick in, which is always awesome to see. So here's the CDA. Alright, here's the Burning Hands. Tiny's Amulet also deals some damage. And look, Sin Eater heals and the negative effect is gone. Alright. We're going to go ahead and do, let's see, Quicksand to everyone. So there is the Quicksand dot. Alright, we'll let them do nothing. I think they're mostly going to recharge unless you're running the 0 cooldown skill. So that is 0 cooldown flavor. Alright, and you have to recharge. Oh, gotta love that. Here's the AoE Drown, getting rid of positive effects. Bye-bye for that life regen. And then, does anyone have the Soul Drag? Look at that. If anyone's going to kill them, if anyone's going to kill Ollie, it has to be my Flameara because Soul Drag will not hurt me, right? Here's the Ignite. Bam. Alright, and then Panicking is as good as dead with dots as well. Alright, he'll come back, doesn't matter. Here, let's single target over here. And let's see what we can do. Stomp the mouse over here. Blazing Charge, or cooldown single CDA over here. And then let's see. Okay, next. Oh, there it is. Soul Drag. Oh, it was my monster over here. I really thought it was Flameara because Flameara did all the dots. But I forget what it is. The first monster to apply the dot or the last monster? I think it's the first monster. Alright, so you got to see her in action. And that's how you would utilize this monster free to play. Assuming you get this monster in the first place. But yeah, Burning Hands mechanic is good. Have her go second in the turn order. And then run someone with Dispelling Fist, Lightning Wing Sue, and you're good to go. For those of you that have UA, of course, let's showcase this monster with Unrelenting Assault and see what exactly she can do. And honestly, with you all know, with Unrelenting Assault, I can make her an attacker if I want to. In that case, I do think it is smarter to run more AoE skills. So instead of Blazing Charge, I actually would run the Day skill. So what would happen, or I'd keep the single stun skill. What would happen now is in a single turn, I would be able to apply Ignite to everyone. I'd be able to Daze everyone, and then I'd be able to CDA everyone. Which you can argue whether or not that's even as useful. And I think in this case, we would replace one of the runes for a strength. You can even do 2 strength, because now she's more attack-oriented. You want to make sure the enemy drops below 75%, otherwise UA won't trigger, of course. Let's fight. I kind of like Burning Hands on her more, just because it synergizes really well with Ignition. But let's try this battle out. Alright, we have a Chucklemuckle, and Flameara against Chucklemuckle. Ha! Chucklemuckle can't do anything. Look, there's that Pyrophobic Shield. Alright, good showcase right here. We are going to do the ET skill to get rid of MT. Bam. The Dispelling Fist kicks in. Doesn't matter. I don't care what Chucklemuckle does. Fairy Mouse, whatever. Oh wait, I might not have stamina, so it does matter. Alright, but then I get a turn in. And then, let's make sure I can take you below 75%. We might have to single target over here, because I don't think this does it. It might. 30 damage, 25, and 20. Let's just try Fire of Eternity. Yeah, UA kicked in. Boom. So now they got hit with CDA, so Chuckle's going to recharge. And then I do my next skill, which is the Daze, right? In case I'm afraid of them attacking me. And then I do my next skill, which is the DOT. Now, oh, cool. I wish I would have landed something. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. I wish I would have slowed it down. And then UA kicks in, I get an extra turn. So obviously with UA, a denier monster, even running some strength. Like you guys have seen Panicking as an attacker denial monster. Super good, super powerful. We'll do one more battle and that'll be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Oh look, it's basically the same team. Reaper, Nightmare on the streets. I am immune to torture. Keep in mind I have that immune to torture status caster. Alright, we are going to do... What do you have? The shield? Okay, no shield. Perfect. Okay, this is a good showcase. So, Tonto gets rid of MT. Chucklemuckle can do whatever you want. That's fine. I have enough Haha, you keep draining my stamina. Ha, I need a way for this monster to have stamina. If I had like mutant runes, I'd be okay. But it's fine. We can basically do the same thing. CDA, boom. UA kicks in. You'll get an extra turn, but you're going to recharge because Chuckle doesn't run 0 cooldown skills. We can daze everyone. We can stun if I had to stun. Like, let's say I was afraid of Chuckle specifically. Bam, I go for a stun skill. Right? And then she would get stunned normally, and then, yeah, you just do everything. So, cool monster overall across the board. I actually really like the monster. Crazy cool design. Soul Drag is not really much of a threat since you can res, great at applying dots, you can utilize this monster with Burning Hands, you can utilize this monster with pretty much any mechanic you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to take this monster to level 150 and then showcase her at her fullest potential. So stay tuned for that, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this monster in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.